Clouds come floating into my life, no longer to carry rain or utter storm, but to add color to my sunset sky. Rabindranath Tagore. In these troubled times, as each and every one of us are sitting in our homes with nowhere to go and adapting the digital way of life, mental health has become the most talked about topic. In this special segment, we have a senior neurologist, Dr. J.P Singhvi from Chandigarh, who will be talking to us about mental health. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. He completed his DM from PGI Chandigarh and is a fellow esteemed member of American Academy of Neurology. He is also a teacher and faculty member of Art of Living organization and has been practicing for almost 25 years now. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much.
So let's jump right into the questions. My first question to you is, what is mental health and why does it carry so much taboo?
Okay, that's a very relevant question for the current scenario. But first, let me take why it is a taboo. See, in any circumstances, when you utter a term mental almost means something mad or psychiatric problem. People have a taboo that if somebody started with a mental problem, it means it's a challenge that he's not doing mentally well, he's mad or having depression and all. That's why it's a taboo. That's why they don't talk. But actually, mental health is not the way people perceive. Actually, mental health is a collective term where you have your cognition, what you call as your knowledge, your comprehension about all the things which are happening around you, as well as your important thing is how you solve the problems. That is cognition, then behavior, then emotions. This collective term is mental health, and it is very, very important for this current scenario.
You mean everything should be balanced?
Yes, absolutely. Because now if you see mental health overall, what it does, a person when he lives on this planet, he needs to have his own thought process in order. He should have his relations problem issues in an order, and also the physical health. We say that mental health is directly linked to his approach towards life in terms of his relationship, the way he lives and the way he perceives. But it is other way around also. The other things like physical health issues, the interpersonal relationship issues, and the way he lives also affect the mental health. If somebody tells mental health leads to all these aspects, no. Other things also is linked to these aspects. They are actually interconnected. One is affected, other come along.
Okay, thank you, sir. My next question to you is, how important is mental health to carry forward our day-to-day lives?
Look, I see this mental health in a different perspective. See, a person develop his intelligence. He has got certain intelligence quotient, what we call IQ.
Yes.
IQ is enough, to give a job to you. But if a person is mentally healthy, it means the emotional quotient comes into picture. What is emotional quotient? Emotional quotient is nothing but how a person feels himself, think himself, and he approaches the life around him in a positive way. This is a very important thing. To enter into any organization, intelligence quotient will be good enough. But to sustain there on a long-term basis, that is how, if a person is having a very high intelligence quotient, but emotional quotient is not very good, low, then of course his job output will not be that good. But if a person is having emotional quotient very good, then of course he will be a very good leader. He will be taking everybody together. He will become a team leader. His performance will be better, because one who is emotionally stable, if you see, his mind is always relaxed. When mind is relaxed, everything will fall into a place in a proper direction. Yeah, that is what I feel this is related. Hmm.
That was such an eye opener, sir. My next question is, there has been a lot of debate around mental health versus physical health. So, what are your views on it?
I think I have, in a previous question, I have answered this a little bit, but always you see a person who is having a good physical health, and but
Okay.
he is anxious, he's emotionally not balanced, his
Mhm.
thinking is not proper, he's having a panic, anxiety, so many things. Definitely, his physical health will be affected subsequently. But people who are, mental health is not good, like what we call as mental health illness, it's a collective term where you can have depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, schizophrenia. A lot of things are there in this. If those are not good, it will directly link to the physical health. It means a physically challenged person will not have a good mental thing, and a mentally sick person will not have this good physical. So they are actually interlinked. But we have to see nowadays, mental health is a biggest. You can call, many people are into yoga, meditation, and other techniques to make a person emotionally stable. That's why there are psychologists, psychiatrists, psychoanalysts who analyze the problem of these people and come out with some solution. But when it comes to mental health challenges, we have to look into all the aspects which affect the mental health. As I have discussed, all the diseases, because they lead to severe problem. See, it always starts with depression, but what happens subsequently? People are nowadays committing suicide. The world, in world, uh, in a year, about, every 40 seconds one suicide is there. That is a very big thing, and we have to see that those are prevented, because they are preventable things. That's why when I talk about my thing in primary prevention, because I also teach yoga and meditation as a
Yeah, yeah.
neurologist also, I also see that their mental health is stable. If their mental health is stable, other things will fall into place.
Okay. So, you mean a relaxation technique should be followed to balance our mental health?
Yeah, all the organizations now, one should catch young people, no, students, children who are 8 years. They should start doing this yoga, meditation, pranayam. Why? Because long term, if they are emotionally stable, see, look, if a person is happy, he doesn't have to do much about it. But the problem comes when there are negative impact on the planet. Say, now there is a pandemic of corona. Now people
Yeah.
are staying home. They don't have any time to go out. What will happen? People will not have any idea how to deal with the negative aspect of life, challenges of life. Because of this, they have to, in all organizations, they have to inculcate a trainer who will train yoga, meditation, because these skills are very, very important, because to sustain their mental health is very important. And of course, I can tell you so many aspects how to deal with this. What are the various treatment aspects, or a, people, of course, if they are sick, we need a treatment, or to prevent that, there are so many techniques which are available.
You have given a new perspective. Thank you, sir. So, let's move on to the next question. In your expert opinion, do you think poor mental health aggravates a lot of already existing chronic diseases like hypertension, diabetes, coronary heart disease, and many more?
Actually, in the practice, if you see, almost nowadays 60 to 70% of the diseases which are there in when they come to the OPD outpatient department, they are directly linked to the status of the mind. Because any stress, what it does, it causes release of various hormones in the body, particularly stress hormone cortisol is there. What does it do? It causes obesity, hypertension, diabetes, and of course, long term physical changes also. And because of this, mental illness directly linked to physical ailments and chronic diseases. Definitely, yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. My last question to you is, what are the common mistakes most people make when dealing with mental health? And we would love for you to suggest important lifestyle changes that each and everyone can adapt and move from pieces of mind to a peace of mind.
Yeah, that's actually this is a very interesting question also, and my interest is also there in this subject because if you
Yeah.
see the challenges, the first thing which we have to see is what that person is suffering from. In the
Okay.
mental illness, it's a gamut which I have already discussed. If one of those come fall into picture, we have to find out the root cause. Why this person is behaving the way he is having these issues. Number one. Number two, there are treatment for medicine line of treatment as well as non-medicine behavioral therapies. And nowadays they say behavioral therapy is more important. Of course, when it is not manageable, they have to go to the psychiatrist. But yoga has to be inculcated, and people they think yoga is just twisting and turning of the body. No, yoga is a conglomerate of various aspects, like
Okay.
like how you feel, perceive and behave, and also how you see other person in your life. That is an important aspect of yoga. Then there are certain breathing technique, what we call as pranayam. Then there are asanas, where various postures of the body. Then of course the five senses which are there collectively, how you can go inwards, stabilize your mind, then go forward into not only concentrating on certain things, then deconcentration, that is meditation. What happens in this is the brain shows various changes during various yoga. That is a conglomerate of all these things. Certain changes, within 3 to 6 weeks, people who start doing meditation and certain breathing techniques like Sudarshan Kriya of Art of Living, yes, it showed changes in the brain within 3 to 6 weeks. The depression disappeared. All those psychosomatic disorder, what we discussed, they felt they felt really good because of this. Number three, the brain shows that fear area becomes stabilized. Your learning and memory gets better, and your thinking power, multitasking, you can do very nicely. So
Yes.
you inculcate that. Of course, if you find a person who is depressed and think that he's going to have a suicidal tendency, don't let him loose. Sit with him, talk to him, and help him. Because people who are, again I'm coming back to emotional quotient, who are high, they are empathetic also, plus they take social responsibility, how they can change the circumstances around that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. It was pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for taking out your time and sharing your valuable insights with us.
Thank you. Bye bye.
I hope this video about mental health will be helpful and useful and impact thousands of people out here and will help you to take wise decisions and calm your nerves. So let's all join together and pledge to make mental health a priority. If you have any questions related to mental health, then comment it down below. This is Poonam Nahar signing off. Do share this video as much as you can and make your mental health a priority. And Subscribe to this channel. Do like, share and comment. Thank you.